Beautiful morning, out for a little walk. Thinking of changing my team name. What y'all think about King Slayers?
Boom! It's that time of the week, baby. It's Wednesday. It's jams. Boom. Boom. Room. Coming at you live every Wednesday with the hottest takes in fantasy football. And man, what a week we just had. Some upsets. Oh my gosh. My mind was about blown. And man, I cannot wait to get this week started. We're going to go through some picks. And then I may just have a little rant. But did you see my man at the beginning of the video, Mike Burnett, claiming he is the King Slayer? I love that name, Mike Burnett. You are the King Slayer right now. You took down Prince John, as I like to call him. Congrats on that. But let's get this thing moving. First game up, we got the Bolts versus Slim. Bolts sitting at 1-2. Slim sitting at 0-3. Man, Slim has really underperformed this year. I had this guy as my sleeper. He's sitting at 0-3. But I'm telling you what, Rob, I know you don't like my picks. I don't care. I think matchups play a big role in this one. I think they hurt you. I think they help the Slim Reaper. I'm going this week with the Slim Reaper, picking up his very first win of the year, going 1-4. Rob will be sitting at 1-3. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought Rob would be 0-3? Speaking of 0-3, let's go right here. We're going to go to the Freak Show, sitting at 2-1. We're going to Bucko Bruce, sitting at 3-0. Now, I just said we're going 0-3 to 3-0. Let me talk to you guys for a minute. All off season, I took shots. Big A took some shots. Bucko Bruce took some shots. And all we heard was, if you don't make some deals, the bottom dwellers are going to do this. The bottom dwellers are going to do that. Bucko, Big D Darren, I applaud you. You didn't fall for the narrative. You kept the course. You run the race. And because of that, the one who created the term bottom dwellers, my man Big Rob, like I said, could be sitting at 1-3. Darren, you were sitting at 3-0, my brother. You're not the bottom dweller that everyone said in the offseason. You are running the race. You are doing your thing. Bucko Bruce, Big D, I appreciate it. You're going into this game against the Freak Show, who is a talented team. Freak Show predicted 169. You're at 159. Brady's going home. You got the number one passing offense on your team. You got the number 2 receiving group on your team. But Bucko Bruce, as much as you my man, as much as I claim you as an up-and-comer, I think with Mahomes going against the Eagles defense, which is atrocious, Alvin Kamara is going up against the Giants defense, who could not stop Southwestern Randolph. And for that reason alone, I think it's going to be close. But the Freak Show is going to pick up the win. He'll be sitting at 3-1. You'll be sitting at 3-1, Darren. But no, do not get alarmed, because you're still doing your thing. So I got the Freak Show going in that. After that, we have the Joe Sleepers going against Toy Soldiers. Joe sitting at 0-3. Other than my team, Joe, you may have the most atrocious team in all of fantasy football. Just not in our league, like the entire world. Not just West Coast, not just East Coast. I'm talking Czechoslovakia, Romania, Wakanda, whatever it is. You may have one of the worst teams. But I'm not mad at you. You just make me look a little bit better. But you're going up against Ed, the Toy Soldiers. Who would have thought that Toy Soldiers and Bucko Bruce would be 3-0? And Team Hardware, 3-0 at this time of the year. It blows my mind. And so I look at this. Man, Toy Soldiers. Jones and Mixon kind of even. Davis and Carson, a little bit trash running backs. Toy Soldiers, I got a feeling you are going to go 4-0 because I think your wide receivers are way better than Joe's. And so that, Ed, I got you starting out 4-0. Blows my mind. I can't get over it. How is that even possible? But Ed, somehow you have done it. And then we go down to Prince John, who just came off a massive, massive defeat. One of likes we have never heard of in this day and time. And you're going up against my man Big A, the Booty Thieves. Man, you guys. I mean, both teams are really hurting at running backs this week. You got some injuries with CMC. Booty, yours just aren't that good. I think the wide receivers for King John is going to save the day once again. And for that, I got King John going at 3-1. Big A, I got you falling to 1-3. I apologize. And now we go to my man Sean Hogan. Team Hardware sitting at 3-0 against God's favorite champion, myself. 1-2. 169 for Hardware. 144 for myself. Sean, we just had lunch. You tried to get me to make some trades with some other people. I appreciate it. But with all that being said, I like my matchups this week. I do. And I feel like for someone to give you your first loss, it ought to be me. No one else. Just me, Sean, because you know why? I'm God's favorite champion. I'm the voodoo child. I'm the king of all the mystical, magical things that happen in our league. And for that, Sean, once again, you will feel the curse. You feel it? You feel it, Sean? It's coming through the camera right now. If you feel it, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. Hands are going up all over the building. So for that, Sean, just because of the voodoo, just because of the magic, just because of the power of the people, I'm going to go 2-2. And you're going to sit at 3-1, which is no disrespect to you, Sean. 3-1 is a great record. But just know, the power of positivity is going to hit God's favorite champions team in such a way. Ezekiel Elliott's coming back to form. Swift is coming back to form. Our receivers are coming out. And Sean, you're just going to be a little notch on my belt. It's okay. Get used to it. 3-1, 2-2. It's a great week. And then we go on to what I consider the game of the week. The Archangels, the King Slayer, Mike Burnett himself, going against, I can't even say it with a straight face, the 0-3 Tsunami. If you would have told us Tsunami would have started 0-3, we would have bet the house that wouldn't happen. But here it is, somehow, the great Tsunami. I don't have a ring, but let me imitate the meme or gif or whatever those things are called. You know what that's going to be? In week 4, let me put this up. And you can have your little ring on it. You are going 0-4. I got the Archangels. It's 162 apiece in CBS. But Archangels is riding that high wave. They're going to surf on into Tsunami Town. And Tsunami is going... I love it, don't you? Guys, that's been the picks of the week. I hope you enjoyed another episode of the Boom Room. And know this, it's a great day to feel the boom.